Jose Aldo retired after his unanimous decision loss to Aiemann Zahabi last night. Aldo said, "I just don't have it in my heart anymore. I think this is the last time you're gonna see me. I can't do this anymore." Max Holloway reacted saying Jose Aldo is a legend, love to one of the greatest. Aiemann Zahabi responds to people saying that Aldo got robbed.
His team was congratulating me. So I think they knew I won the fight because before they announced the scorecard, they came up to me and told me congratulations. So I don't know if it's because they thought I won or if it's just because of the war we had. And I don't want to put any words in their mouth. I don't want to say like they're talking behind Aldo or something. That's not what I'm trying to say. I just felt like I had no doubt that I would win because isn't it part of the fight that I came back from the adversity and he was the one losing by the end? At the end, I was closer to finishing him than he was to me. I don't know. That's how I think. I think the damage and the way the fight finished, I think I won handedly. I think because of the whole story and the war that we had, I think it sets up for me to move forward in the division. Not necessarily fight someone behind me in the rankings, but somebody ahead of me. So that's what I'm hoping for from UFC.
Some bizarre footage emerged on social media last night of Jon Jones. At the moment, Jon's filming ALF Reality, which is basically the Russian version of The Ultimate Fighter. He will be coaching against Nate Diaz.
Залик уже взял свою команду Джонса.
Все, он в моей команде, my team has global.
After Belal Muhammad lost the welterweight title to Jack Della Maddalena, Islam Makhachev was quick to call out JDM. On X, he wrote, "Time to become a double champion. Inshallah. Let's go." In his post-fight interview, JDM welcomed a fight with Islam and said that he was going to avenge Alexander Volkanovski's loss.
I think it's a beautiful challenge, he's pound for pound #1. I'm going to get him back for Volk.
Islam responded to JDM saying, "You are not Volk. I will show you different level. Keep my belt clean." Garry reacts to Jack Della Maddalena's win over Belal Muhammad. He posted this video to his Instagram. He wrote, "I was wrong, but it's not my fault. Who do you want to see the most next? Any matchups I've missed?"
I was wrong. Jack Della Maddalena is the new champion in the division because Belal didn't shoot any takedowns. Mental. I know. So here's the matchups I think we should see in the welterweight division. I want to see Carlos Prates take on Jeff Neal. Two heavy hitters, two big southpaws. That's a fight I'm interested to see. Then Leon Edwards is always moaning and complaining, "I don't want to fight any wrestlers, I want to fight strikers." Then let's give him the most awkward striker in the entire UFC, in Michael Venom Page. That's a fight I'd like to watch. Now, you've got the new champion Jack Della Maddalena, the Aussie, great performance, but sloppy. The rumour is Islam Makhachev is moving up to 170, and if he does, then all of us welterweights have to take a step back and give the man the respect he deserves. But if negotiations don't go so well, then you've got a tall, blonde Irishman who's ready to take over the UFC and get that belt, and I will smoke Jack Della Maddalena. I'll box the ears off him.
Jack Della Maddalena reflects on his win over Belal Muhammad to become the new UFC welterweight champion. He also discusses potentially defending his belt against Islam Makhachev next.
I was expecting a tough fight. Belal, he's tough, real tough. You've seen his last run he's been on, it hasn't been finished. He's been putting wins together. He's obviously got to push the pace. So yeah, I was expecting a tough fight. Yeah, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of work, and not just on my behalf. The team had put a lot of sacrifices, work. I believed in myself, but the team believed in me, and yeah, I've just been working at it. I believed, obviously, the title's great, but I believed I could beat Belal. I believe his style, I could beat him, so it was just a matter about getting in there and just executing. Just probably the preparation, I put a lot of work into it. The team gave me a lot of confidence. Yeah, just a lot of self-belief, self-belief through preparation. 100%. When I got that call, I literally felt like they just told me I was the new world champion. I was that confident I was going to beat him, but then obviously it was about putting in the work, staying the course, and then executing come fight night. I think there's a lot of people that just want to be celebrities, I just love to fight. I love to get in there and perform. I love preparing for fights. So yeah, I'm not trying to be a celebrity. I just want to keep knocking off challenges. Of course, fighting Islam, what a dream, pound for pound. I'd say probably the #1, maybe #2 guy right now. So it's a dream come true. Yeah, I know. That's the fight game. The media always try and say, what's next? Fighting Leon, it was even before I even got to fight week, and it was like, if you win this fight, you'll be fighting for the title. So I guess that's just the nature of the beast. But yeah, I'm here to stay. I always believe the cream would rise to the top, and here it is. I envision big things. I seen GSP come into the locker room before then, so I'm chasing him. But obviously one fight at a time. There's a lot of tough challenges. There's no clear contender now, but there's a lot of tough challenges. So I'm excited for the next few years.
Last night it was announced that Vitor Belfort will be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame.
I didn't have no idea. You guys literally moved my heart. Moved my heart pretty well. It was a lot of years fighting for something that today is a mainstream, is the biggest sport in the world. So a lot of things came into my mind, a lot of things. I learned something in life, that recognition is something that you cannot fighting for. The people that today they fighting to recognition or to pursue your dream to be recognized is a very shallow way of living. I give my all, and to be recognized is just part of the process. And I feel like a lot of people are they don't understand what is earning and what is not earning, because today everybody wants to be recognized. And that's true, but when you're trying to just do that, you miss the most important part that is in the process and loving what you do. I never fight for recognition. I fought because I believe in the sport. I give my all to the sport, inside, outside. And my dream was for a sport to be in ESPN one day, and here we are. And seeing the growth, the people that are still involved, you know, I cannot not thank my family. I cannot stop thanking, you know, Lorenzo Fertitta, Dana White, you know, the whole staff and everyone that was being around. And it's just beautiful to see.
Valentina Shevchenko has no plans of slowing down after her unanimous decision win over Manon Fiorot. She responds to media telling her that she should retire due to the fact that she's 37 years old.
My mind, it's not reflecting on a legacy, because I feel once a fighter start to reflect on the past, it's kind of like done. And especially like all the media, when they are speaking, oh, Valentina, you're 37, it's like time to retire. I say, did you see my performance? And what do you think about? Not every 20 years can perform like that. So for me, it's kind of like no time to reflect. It's time to constantly move forward. Before you are active fighter, you cannot just freeze. You have to don't think about your legacy. Your legacy will be after, when you're done and you say like, okay, this is my gloves, I don't want to do it anymore. Then you start to reflect. But before then, no, you don't allow it. And just to prove everyone they are wrong, and that who are saying like about age or something like that, it's not numbers. It's not numbers, because they how you feel inside, how your power, how your ability, and how your inspiration work. This is what is matter. And if you feel young inside and you on the training feel that you can kick anyone who's younger than you, this is the right measurement. I don't want to put any numbers in terms of years or like something like that, because once you are measured for yourself limit, you starting to go down, and it's the worst what can happen during the training, during the fight. You will feel worse and worse. But if your mind is fresh and it's like, I will do it like as much my body let me, and once I waking up in the morning and I feel like, oh no, I cannot do it anymore, this is the time. But before I feel desire and I want to keep training and I want to keep do what I do, I think I will keep fighting.
After his second round submission win over Kyle Prepolek, Benoit St. Denis called out Mateusz Gamrot. He also expressed interest in fighting either Dan Hooker or Justin Gaethje.
I feel great. I won the top 10. There was some little trash talk about Gamrot. Gamrot, if you want, I'm your man. I can dance with you, no problem. It's gonna be a long night for you. And yeah, anybody in the top 10, you know. I like Hooker a lot because he's a tough warrior. I saw what he has been doing with Poirier. Fight of the night. I did the same with Poirier as well, so it will be a great battle. Gaethje also, because I know has so many. It's an honor and a privilege to be in the top 15 of this division, and I want anybody in the top 10. I will be honored to face him.
Jack Della Maddalena received a phone call from Dana White after UFC 315. JDM asks if him versus Islam is next, and Dana says he'll figure it out.
Makhachev next, right? In Perth? Let's go. Cheers, Dana. Thanks, Hunter. Talk to you guys soon.
Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Legends. Cheers, guys.
Save the welterweight division.
Yeah.
Save the division.
Save it.
Belal Muhammad has released a statement since his unanimous decision loss to Jack Della Maddalena last night. He wrote, "Allah's plan is the best plan. Alhamdulillah for everything. Thank you to all my supporters. I've been here before and I'll be back." Dricus du Plessis mocked Belal for his performance. He responded to Belal saying, "Well done. Just kidding." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Rampage415. It says, "Damn, JDM dropped a fire one-liner and the crowd just slept on it." The second one's from Why Use a Handle. It's in reference to Jon Jones coaching ALF Reality. It says, "The Duck is never fighting Tom Aspinall. Strip him and let's move on." And the final one's from Barry Allen. It says, "Jones doing a reality TV show instead of fighting. Dude is retired. Just let us move on." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.